Alright, so this is day one of our custom NFT rebuild. First thing I gotta do is clear space for our reservoir. So our new reservoir is gonna be for a little bit more plants than our old one is, so it needs to be quite a bit bigger. So we got this thing in here with a forklift, so I have no idea how this is gonna go getting it in the building. Oh, that's a wall. All right, I need wood. Okay, so I had to go up there actually to get the wood. A little annoying, but I'm doing cedar wood. It's a more expensive wood, of course, but it's gonna be stronger. We really do not want this to fail. I've got all the wood loaded up now. I've got 20 pieces. You'll see exactly how we use these in the reservoir in a second. Okay, so what I gotta do now is I gotta find the exact dimensions of the bottom of this guy so that I can make the frame perfectly sized. Now it's time to build the frames. This is what the reservoir is actually gonna rest on. First thing I'm gonna do is just make a rectangle out of these pieces. So now what I'm gonna do is find out where the two middle supports are gonna go. So we built a second one for the bottom, and then we built a third frame which will attach to the ceiling. Okay, so simple enough. Now what I gotta do is I gotta add in the supports. We have to do it indoors, of course, because they're too tall to get through the door. So what I'm adding in here are the actual load-bearing beams. The tall ones are just for supporting those beams while the actual weight goes onto there. This is the second frame that I ended up building, and it's going to just set right on top of those support beams. I learned this technique using for fish tanks, actually, and it's going to apply here beautifully to make a really sturdy system. Alright, so this is where we've ended up at the end of day one of our NFT rebuild project. I ended up chopping these off. The reason we did that is because this thing was a little wider than we thought. So when I measured from the bottom here. I know, how genius of me. But I measured here, and it's actually 2 inches wider here than it is at the bottom. So we just chopped them off. Really, the reason why we had those is because we were going to support it with the ceiling. But this actually ended up being lower than we thought because we needed more headroom than we thought. Follow along if you want to see day 2 of this project.